take this time to officially apologize for this Canadian issue that has been presented to us. Currently today, we thought Chewy had the bright idea that getting our own private server in our house would improve our internet since we'd be the only ones. And according to speed test, we had 80 megabyte download speed and 30 megabyte upload speed. But guess what? It didn't flippin' work! So now we're switching back to the old internet that everyone uses that seems to provide proper stuff. So, thank you for appreciating this pause in the stream, but let us get back to business. Here we go, guys. Skadoosh. Alrighty, folks. Welcome to this best of 7, which really is a best of 5. Because, why is the sound so freakishly low? It's now back down to low FPS. Oh my gosh. You know what, guys? We're just gonna roll with it. Who the heck cares? We're gonna make it happen. This isn't anything super official or fun. I sincerely apologize. Yes, it is now CTL Star Fox. We're gonna get to CTL. I don't know what's going on, guys. I seriously don't know why nothing is working all of a sudden. Later, we're gonna look into it. We're gonna figure it out. But screw everything else. We're just gonna have fun casting. I'm gonna try and enjoy myself. I hope you can too in this super intense heat. So, in this best of 7, but the first 2 games were forfeited, 1 to each team due to weird reasons. We're gonna have ourselves a fun game here. Tied 1-1 in this best of 7 CTL match. In the bottom right from the team, lLiTl, give it up for Bug Splatter, who's currently going for 14 pool. And his opponent from Alpha X, the Green Zerg. Put your hands together for Tertio. Pray this doesn't drive me mad, guys. Okay, so the first round of Lings out of Bug Splatter. Oh, no. Are coming across the map. Now, he is not all-inning with this. He is transitioning, so he's hoping to get a little bit of damage done. Take out some drones, potentially deny a hatchery, but because Thunderbird is quite the trek across the map, these Lings might not get there in time to get a super amount of damage done on time. We'll see what happens, though. The base has completed here for Tertio, is getting 4 Lings out. No queens have started, but he has seen the Lings coming through and is immediately going to start a spine crawler and has drones ready to meet these Lings head on. The Lings are a little indecisive. Now they're going to go for the drones, not going for the spine crawler, which is going to give the spine crawler time to go up. A couple of drones have already fallen, but the Lings are here to reinforce. 4 drones, I believe, have gone down, but nearly all the Lings have been taken out. Some excellent holding defense here out of Tertio. 6 drones went down. Okay, that was actually really bad. So Bug Splatter getting done the exact amount of damage he needs to in a position like this has now put himself ahead, as he is now 6 workers ahead, has queens out, is ready to go, expansion done. A little idle drone here, that's a little unfortunate, that's not going to be very good, but is mining behind this. Tertio, however, is right in the face of danger. This is a bold move. There's an Overlord from Bug Splatter right here and is seeing all of these Lings. These Lings are going to be getting Ling speed, and Tertio is now going to start droning up. But these Lings, are they going to be for defense? If he sees nothing coming his way, is going to move out. This Queen's going to be able to chase away this Overlord. This Overlord might be able to get out in time. We're going to see what happens. Spinecrawler moving down here, and we've now got a Roach Warren on the way for Bug Splatter, who's created this lovely wall. Oh, you gotta build a wall. Gotta build a wall. So no Lings are going to be sneaking in there anytime soon. So this game's going to slow down a little bit as Bug Splatter is gearing up for what looks to be 2 base all-in, Roach all-in. All these things are going to poke here and see that nothing's really going down. We do have a baneling nest out here. Lair is on the way. Most likely going to be seeing a Nidus play here out of Bug Splatter, as we do have here to the north an Overlord ready to pop one in. There's no vision over here currently for Tertio, but he might be, since he's droning up, it's not looking like he's going for the Bane Bust quite as of yet. We'll see what happens once the Baneling Nest completes. The Lings are coming on back. Ling Speed is just about to finish any second here. And with the Baneling Nest done, we'll see what Tertio decides to get done. +1 melee, +1 ranged attack is here. The Lings are going to come on here and scout that there is no third base. That's going to give an indication. Both players the heavy supply block at the 36 mark. Lings are going to try and see if they can sneak in. See that they can't. Going to snipe that creep tumor. Transfusion going to go down. And now we're going to see what the follow-up is here for Tertio. He's actually going 8 more drones. Interesting choice. Does not have a third base either. Might be going for some weird kind of 2-base all-in himself. I'm not quite sure. Actually, now he's getting a Roach Warren. That is super, super late Roach Warren, which means the Nidus of Bug Splatter is most likely not going to be challenged at all here, folks. It's going down. The Roach production has begun. Units, we have 2 Roaches already out, and more are going to be on the way. The Overlord has yet to move into position here into the main base of Tertio, who continues to drone up. I'm really unsure of what his plan is here with all of these drones. He is starting a lair of his own. I worry it's not going to be enough. +1 attack is a little bit behind this Nidus timing. The Roaches are here ready to go into the Nidus Realm. The Overlord here to the north is moving into position. The Nidus Worm has been dropped. Nothing here to spot this, and the units of Tertio are completely out of position here across the map. There is nothing over here for Tertio. The Nidus Worm is nearly complete. Nothing's actually in it. It's going to pop out. Tertio's going to hear it and is going to be like, what the heck? But let's see the response. This is the slowest Nidus... What? What? Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Nice force here. The drones are pulled off the line, and the Roaches that have just popped are going to be here. Drones going down left and right, and the Roaches are going to be able to draw enough time for reinforcements to get out and the Lings to get back over here. The Roaches are now going behind the mineral line, trying to snipe as many drones as they can. They have. The worker count is actually super low for both players. Tertio did have the lead, but with an additional 14 drones going down. I don't know where these Roaches are going. The Roaches over here aren't cleaned up, but this attack from Bug Splatter has gotten some damage done, I guess. It took out, like, how many workers did that take out? It took out 22 minus 6, 16 workers, which is pretty good, but now double the army supply here for Tertio, and he can just go for the counterattack. Bug Splatter rolling the dice, taking a bit of a gamble here now as he is going for the Spire. Not going to be able to have much of a follow-up, so if Tertio actually attacks right now with all of these Lings and Roaches, even builds a few Banelings with the Baneling Nest, did he finish it? Oh yeah, he did finish it. If he was to just put a Baneling Nest here, it's not even actually done. But Spinecrawler's out here, and Tertio is now going to move across the map. But he rolls through with a bunch of Banelings. Actually isn't mining any gas, so is not going to be able to have any Banelings. It's just droning up behind this. Another Nidus Worm is going to be able to come down here in front of these rocks on the opposite side of the map, but here comes Tertio, and he's going to go straight for the third base on this counterattack here. Army supply is about even now with the Roaches that have been built out of Bug Splatter, and he also does have +1 ranged attack, which is going to allow him to really take care of these things with any Roaches that he may have. The Nidus Worm's going to pop, is now going to shoot some things out. Roaches are going to come out across here for the counterattack, but there are Roaches from Tertio here to meet them, as well as Lings. Ravager's going to be produce just 1 for now, as the gas income is a little bit limited, which is actually a problem, because if you're going for Spire, you need a lot of gas. I don't know what's going on with this game, guys. This game's super weird. Worker count is now back again in favor of Tertio, as Bug Splatter says that drones are for the weak. But that whole strategy is going to allow Tertio to come back in this game. And I don't know why he's not going for Roaches. And Mutas, Mutt-Mutts. Gotta go for them Mutt-Mutts, you know? Gotta get them Mutt-Mutts. Mutt's third bait's now out here for Tertio as he continues to drone. I'm building some more roaches for the defense of Ire. As here comes the roach attack from Bugsplatter. He's going to come straight into this concave of roaches and queens. A nice dodge on those vials, but their numbers are here for Bugsplatter. Tertio's going to have to run away. Army supplies are even, but there's just the advantage in upgrades and numbers right here at the particular spot. The Lings are going to have to come back and are going to be able to go for this round. The drones, again, are pulled off the line. This is the same story written more over and over and over. All the Ravagers are going to die, though. Bile's not going to really land on anything. More drones are going down, but this Roach pack is going to get taken out. And again, Tertio's going to actually keep the worker lead after this attack, which is different, I can say, between every other attack, and has a slight army advantage. Upgrades-wise, he is behind. He does have double evolution chamber, but does not have the income right now, as he keeps having to defend with his drones to be able to start putting in any upgrades. Continuing to put workers up. Tertio now at an extremely healthy economy, nearly double more than what Bugsplatter has. 57 workers. Goodness gravies. I can't even believe it. I don't even know what's going on here, guys. I don't even know what to say. Finally, the Mutt switch is coming out of Bugsplatter, but it might be too little too late, as I just don't think there is enough. We do have more roaches now. Oh, no, those are just 3 overlords. That's super awkward. Those are super dead. The roaches are going to be able to help save the Nidus Worm from taking too much more damage. Tertio's starting to making up a ton of money, as he just does not have the larva to support this economy of his. These 3 random overlords are going to get picked off here. This is going to be super bad for Bugsplatter. He's going to get mega supply blocked. Roaches are now coming up here into the situation. Mutts are now here, but there are queens involved. However, these queens don't really have much and can get taken out here. Spore crawlers are going up now for Tertio as he sees the Mutt transition happening. The roaches are dead, deadly dead. But the Mutts are not going to have free reign. More roaches are on the way here for Tertio as he says, screw defending against Mutalisk, screw getting Hydras, screw getting more queens. I'm just going to make more roaches and kill all y'all. Cause yeah, that's the way we do. That's the way we do it, Alpha X. Why build units to defend when you can build units to attack? Am I right, or am I right, guys? Okay, roaches are now going to just start moving across the map. Fun fact, Mutts don't kill roaches very quickly. Double the army supply as well as a nice healthy worker lead here for Tertio, as the Mutts are going to now come into the main base and start taking out overlords. Overlords are going to be running for their lives, fleeing to the spore crawler, but that is a nice healthy flock of mutas. 14 are out on the map right now, but there is enough spore crawlers here to prevent Tertio from getting supply blocks. The roaches here are nearly all the way across the map. Do they even have no, they don't even have roach speed. Tertio neglected to do that, but it is not going to matter, as there is not enough here from Bugsplatter. He is on 2 base still, and they're going to go straight for the Roach Warren. Upgrade advantage is heavily in favor of Bugsplatter, but numbers, more stuff beats less stuff, guys. Roaches are now coming through here into the main. The mutas are making the horrible decision of trying to take out stuff over here, and are now going to have to flee back home, but I don't think this is going... these roaches are going to be able to seal the deal before the mutas can get back here. The most healthy mineral line of Bugsplatter is about to die. All the roaches defending are dead, and now the queen and drones are next. The mutas are going to be able to slowly take out all these roaches, but they're just going to be chipping at things. The hatchery is about to fall. All the drones are going down. Guys, I think this is it. Tertio might have done it against the weirdest odds. Neither player really able to close the distance, and now the roaches are coming into the main. 5 more mutalisks on the way. Hydra's transition is coming out of Tertio now, as he still has the heavy worker advantage. The roaches are now just picking away at everything that is out here. The mutas are finally making their numbers dwindle. All of the roaches will die. But we now have Ling Hydra here for Tertio, as the only thing Bugsplatter can make is Lings and mutas himself, but Hydras counter the Mutts. And honestly, if he goes across the map now, he's going to be able to do great. Bugsplatter is on 1 low base with only 17 workers, is now building a hatchery at his expansion. But he's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't really have the income advantage. Oh, this isn't game heart, so I can't look. But game, and I don't know the normal hotkey for it. So mutas are going to dance around and try and get as much damage as they can, but the supply availability for Tertio is such that he can lose some overlords. The Hydras are going to be able to come and help defend this with the Spore Crawlers, and these Mutalist lives are low at hand. Army supply and worker supply is 30 ahead. The supply is 104 to 38 in favor of Tertio. Bug Spatter's life here is at its ends. 5 more overlords were made by Tertio when he had 50 extra supply, because, you know, Buzz Bomb. We'll just see what goes down. Here come the Lings from Tertio here on the counter-attack, going to be able to take out this hatchery as there's nothing here to defend it, as there's no money for Bug Splatter. Hydras are staying on the opposite side of the map, able to take stuff out, but really the Lings can close the distance and finish this game off themselves. They do not need Hydra support. The Mutt-Mutts are going to come back to try and help deal with this. This Ace is going to have to go down, not going to get cancelled, and the Lings are going to be able to just come here and kill it. Yep. And the economy of Bug Splatter is going to continuously decrease at an alarming rate. The mineral patches here are super low. Some of them still have some decent amount, but even so, some of that's not going to provide a lot of quick mining. Hydras are now going to start to move across the map as the Hydra speed is on the way as well. For the first time in this game, Tertio is getting an upgrade other than metabolic boost. +1 missile attack. This Overlord's deader than a doornail on Christmas Day, because that's a saying. Alright. Guys, if I'm still there, let me know in the chat if you can see this. Hopefully I haven't just been talking to myself this whole time. But the army of Tertio are going to continue to chill back here at home, not ready to go out and kill Bug Splatter just yet, even though he could. Baneling Nest on the way to try and help deal with these Hydras from Tertio. But I don't think there's going to be enough Banelings to save the day. There's 80 army supply. Okay, I'm here. Good. 4th base on the way for Tertio as he decides that one ahead, you just keep getting more ahead. Following in the wise words of Artosis and playing like Cyril. Alright, the army is now going to start moving across the map. And yeah, here we go. Wow, it's been the first time I've been in a loss for words, but the mutas are going to try and come and deal with this army. They do have +1 attack, but that is too many Hydras. Hydras have such high DPS. That Overlord is not going to live much longer, neither is that one. Here comes the beginning of the end. Supply blocked is Bug Splatter, not going to be able to do things. The mutas are going to try and do their best, but this Cerebrit is done, ladies and gentlemen. GG is called. Tertio is going to take game number 3 for Alpha X. Good game. So that was some platinum level play, guys. I enjoy playing platinum level because you're never quite sure what's about to go on down. Okay, guys. Well, seeing as we still want to have problems with lag, we're gonna put the quality of StarCraft on to low. Even though I don't like doing that, we're gonna roll with it, guys. We're gonna roll with it. It's one of those days where you just roll with the flow, you know? Chill with the polar bears. Ride with the moose. All of the Canadian things. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. And we're gonna get into game number 2. Who will it be? Will it be me? Will I be casting my own game next? Will we get to just make fun of Captain Canuck this whole time because he played at 8 a.m. in the morning, and that was a really bad idea? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If StarCraft ever wants to finish restarting, there we go. Okay. The most frustrating part about this is I don't know what the problem is, because I didn't change anything. I'm doing the same thing every time. So you know what? We're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna ignore it. We're just gonna move on. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Happy place, happy place. Think of salt and vinegar chips and what else do I like? French fries, salt and vinegar chips, French fries, milkshakes, lemonade. Yeah, raspberry lemonade sounds really good right now. Nice, cold, fresh raspberry lemonade. Oh, and maple syrup. How could I forget that? How could I forget the maple syrup, guys? Okay. Set 3, set 4. Hey, it is my game. I wasn't actually joshing with y'all. Okay. Before the drop, let's get into the fight. Wait, who that? Who that man? Who that though? Wait, I played as purple. What is this? I always play as red. What is this garbage? What was I doing? It was 8 AM, guys. I don't even know. All right. Guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Captain Canuck's Failures. In the bottom right of Kairos Junction, we have the Purple Protoss, the man of the hour from Alpha X. It's Captain Canuck. And his opponent from Team Lit, lost in translation. The man from Europe, who's taking advantage of a tired Canadian's poor mind. It's the Orange Terran, Mercurial RX. Mercurial RX, not Mercurial. Mercurial. We're gonna call him Merc to make my life easier. So Merc is going for your standard Terran opener. Captain Canuck is going for your standard Protoss opener, walling off against the Reaper. And then sending out a probe scout to make sure there are no crazy shenanigans that are going to be coming out of Merc. Merc is also sending out a SCV to make sure that there are no cheesy Protoss shenanigans. So far you can't really tell that Captain Canuck's that tired. Except for the fact... Oh no, he did use his chrono. Except for the fact that he's put no workers on gas. Until now he's put one. Wow, what a champ. What a pog champ. Now he's here ready to drop his Nexus at 19. Gateway's gonna finish, he's gonna drop his Cybernetics core. So aside from the little step up at the gas, he's doing A-okay. He scouts that everything's normal. SCV's gonna chase the probe, and another one's gonna come down and start. We do have the Reaper now. Coming on out, orbital command. Am I zoomed out? No, we're good. We're good. This SCV is just chilling, walking around the Nexus base. It's a nice scouting time, yeah. Seeing the probes mine merrily and see what'll come out of the gateway. But Psyche's leaving, it's time to go. We got these SCVs and Reaper children. The Reaper done killed the scouting probe, but now is gonna try and get some damage done. Complete wall off here from Merc as he's going for a reactor as well as a second barracks, looking to put on some pressure as he's going on a 3-back. So 3 racks so barracks expand, Reaper expand into 3 racks. This is looking to put on some decent pressure early on. The Adept's here to help deal with the Reaper. The Reaper's going to dip on through into the mineral line, is going to take some pot shots onto these probes. But we do have a Robo first out of Captain Canuck, looking to potentially put on some pressure himself. We'll see how he follows this up. I'll see if he knows what he's doing. Okay. Base here is going to finish, and with the reactor we are going to have a tech lab onto the second barracks. Now, something that since he saw that Captain Canuck wasn't going to be going that aggressive, I wouldn't mind seeing the tech lab going on to the first barracks so he can start getting upgrades a little bit faster. Because timing with upgrades is everything in a 3x push like this. You're gonna, if you want them to line up and hope that the Protoss doesn't have things, I wouldn't mind seeing a faster tech lab on this and going reactor on these two. We're going for double tech lab actually, so probably going to be going double marine upgrades. Should be seeing that combat shield start as soon as he has enough gas. Saturation here so far isn't too bad. He is producing 1 to 2 SCVs at a time, as he should be. Warp Gate is about to complete for Captain Canuck. This Adept's going to get chased away by the Marines. The Reenie boys. No combat shields starting just yet, but we should see that here in a second. This Adept is playing with fire, playing a dangerous game. Yeah, there's combat shields and +1 weapons. I missed that. There's an eBay out, apparently, guys. Charge is on the way for Captain Canuck, aka the real Winter Soldier, as he's looking to continue to boost his production. The Reaper's going to try and swing around in, but the Stalker and Sentry are in position. Reaper's going to come on in. Grenade's actually going to help keep him alive. He is kind of trapping himself, as the Sentry and Stalker are going to go for this round. But the Reaper's going to jump into the main base, and he wasn't quite 3 HP. Stalker wasn't able to quite finish the job. The Reaper is going to come in here. The 3 Stalkers are warped in, and Reaper not going to be able to get a kill on a SCV. Probe. And let's see what Merc was able to see. He did not see the Twilight Council, does not know what kind of tech that Captain Canuck has on the way. Captain Canuck is also building Immortals, which isn't going to be able to help too much here against all these Marines. No, Marauder production has started, so if more of those start to come out, it will work. We do have the TPM starting to go up here for Merc. For those of you who don't know, that is turrets per minute, trying to help deal with a Warp Prism. And the first push out of Merc is going to be lining up nicely with +1 attack, combat shields, and stim. Needs to start moving those across the map. Captain Canuck going for a decently late third, but since there is no third base here for Merc, as he's been going into heavy aggression, it's now he's just getting a starport. The Marines are going to be coming out here. The army of Captain Canuck, technically the supply is even. Charge is done, and we do have an Immortal out, but this is going to be a little bit of a difficult hold, as a lot of the units here, the Zealots actually get trapped behind. These Marines are actually going to chew through this army of Captain Canuck. There are only 2 Immortals here to be able to deal damage. They are going to be able to chase away. The 3 Stalkers are going to be able to come help defend against this. These Marines are going to come down here to try and take out this third base. The army of Captain Canuck, with this second stem that we've seen here, actually probably could defend it. Let's say Captain Canuck is not going to be going for it, though. He's actually just going to cancel the third, which is really going to damage him, as with over stem Marines, he was going to be able to take that out. A little bit of a misread there from Captain Canuck, but that's okay. He's actually banking a ton of money. Forgot to build gateways. It is a little bit early, but is going to be able to put down, start getting Colossus. Colossus good unit. Another 1 gateway coming out, 2 additional, as Captain Canuck's going to try and boost his production. These Marines, joined by these cool-looking Marauders. I don't know if I've seen that skin before. That's nice. Kind of looks like the old Herc. These big boys are going to be able to start coming out to get some damage done. Third CC is being produced on location for Merc, as he feels pretty confident that Captain Canuck's not going to be able to put on pressure. Merc is also ahead in workers, 51 to 42, and Captain Canuck has rebuilt his third base here to the south. Army of Merc is going to be coming forward. Still no medevacs to help with the healing. The army's going to try and swing around to the normal third base location, see if they can get another deny. Captain Canuck's army is now a bit behind, as the supplies are 20 ahead for Merc. Sees that there's no third base, see if he's going to try and move up the ramp. First round of medevacs is finally here, going to be able to heal on up. We do have an observer out of Captain Canuck, seeing the movements of this army completely. That's going to help him be ready to defend. A scan shows that there is a Colossus out. Extended Thermal Lance is done. And as the army moves forward, Captain Canuck is going to start to warp in more Zealots. Third base is about to complete for Captain Canuck, as it has completed for Merc, and is going to be transferring some SCVs over. With that vision, Captain Canuck's going to try and get the read on this. The stim is going to come out. The Zealots are going to start to try and chip away, but this kiting is very good out of Merc, and he's going to be able to take out all of these Zealots. Captain Canuck overextending himself a little bit, and is going to continue to warp, and he now has 2 Colossus out on the map, which is going to make it a little bit difficult. Curie is telling me to join clan chat also. Okay, Curie. Who's Curie? I don't know who that is. But we do have a drop coming here into the natural of Captain Canuck, who is completely unready for this. The army is not too far out of position. Is going to be able to get this Templar Archives coming down here. But here we go. Oh, that's sushi. Okay. The drop's going to be able to take out 7 probes and come into the main base. No blink here. These probes are going to yeet on out. And the Colossus are going to be able to come up and deal with this. A couple more probes probably going to go down. Only one more. The Zelt's going to be able to take that, and that Medivac's going to be just chilling. Just chilling as Captain Canuck's not going to go for it. You're busted. Yeah, Sushi. We're watching you. Be watching you, boy. Don't mess with me. We got more gateways on the way for Captain Canuck, who is getting Psystorm now, as well as Blink and 1-1. Upgrades are 1-1 already here for Merc, who has some Vikings to deal with this, and that is a heavy amount of Marauders. 20 Marauders are out. You're gonna need more than 2 Immortals. The flank here is super good. Captain Canuck really needs to recall on out, but he has been flanked very poorly. The army supply was already heavily in favor of Merc. He was able to take out the 3rd base, but this army, it's on the move command. What? No, Captain Canuck, no! Why are you on the move command? It's a disaster. No. Okay, well, Captain Canuck's in a dicey situation, and he is down 60 supply, 70 of it and 60 of it in army. Yeah. So here we go. We have 1 Colossus. The Vikings are going to be able to make short work of that. Storm isn't done. There's a few Zealots here to help deal with these Marauders. No Immortals whatsoever. And so this is going to be the end of our friend Captain Canuck. What a noob. What a noob this nerd is. Oh my gosh. This army is going to move forward. Captain Canuck hoping to try and hold. Sad that he can't do it. Psystorm is about to complete, but there are no high Templar out. There are 3 Zealots and an Observer and 50 workers. Classic composition. Classic. So classic. Production still continuing to do very well out of Merc. The few remaining Zealots will give their life for ire as the kiting's just too good. As siege tanks here to even add more insult to injury. Blink is about to complete though, so silver lining, guys. This Colossus says, nope, I'm out of here, and Merc is gonna take game number 4. Okay. Well, it's now a series tied 2-2, guys. Guys, one of these days I gotta figure out how to look at clans that people are in. Man, Sushi, how many accounts do you play on, boy? Dang. Let's join chat, join that chat. What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? How you feeling? Feeling good. Feeling fine. Feeling good. Feeling hot. I mean, everyone knows I'm hot. I mean, look at me. Look at this sexy beast. But, yeah, it's toasty today. I'm in my room. There's no breeze, so it's even hotter. You know what? You do it for the love of the game. StarCraft is life. Am I wrong? Pause. Dang it. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna get in the game numero 5. Boop. Boop, boop. Alright, guys. let's get into the fight here. In the bottom left of Turbo Cruise 84 from Team Lost in Translation, the Purple Terran. It's Hector of Troy. And Star Fox Canada is hot for 2 weeks in the summer. We are currently in that 2 weeks. In Edmonton, it gets hot for 2 weeks, and we all die. It's like 18, no, it is 30 degrees Celsius, Sniper, which is mid-90s, which is hot for us. Oh, for you, it's 18 degrees. Well, aren't you fancy, mister? I live in Nunavut, Northwest Territories. Alright, in the top right, the Blue Zerg, who's for some reason building his second hatchery on his side of the map. It's Akon. I'm going to just say Akon because I don't know how to say the whole thing. In Ontario, it's... Well, you know what? In Ontario... Okay, well... Standard opener for Akon, but we all know he does love to go for the Nidus Worm, so we might see that a little bit later. SCV Patrol is scouting around, making sure that everything is as it should be. Expected, typical, normal. Must be nice. When you're not used to it, it's not. Like, imagine you having minus 30 degree weather, and you're not used to it. Well, then you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. And in that, I'm still dying, but it's not as bad. But I don't have AC, guys, because it's only hot for 2 weeks in the summer. And so there's no point in having AC. Right. Natural expansion hatchery is completing for Akon now. And the low ground command center should be decently safe, as there are Marines. It didn't feel like I was dying. Well, Star Fox. Good for you. You know what? You deal with weather better than a lot of us. Yeah, I have gotten snow in June. Oh, we do have a uncontested Reaper getting some kills. 1 kill. Second one gets saved. Nice save. This Reaper is now going to get targeted down, and he's gonna... Oh, he's going to barely dodge out of there with 5 HP and his life. Third base dropping on down here at this location for Akon. As he continues to macro up, we do have a bunker being thrown on down here at the front. Snow in June. Yeah, it's happened. It's... The weather in Edmonton decides to do what it wants, when it wants, how it wants. Okay? Edmonton don't give a darn about what y'all think should be normal. One day it could be snowing, the next day it can be warm enough to go jet skiing. It does what it wants. Alright, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. We're not going for a 3x build this time out of Hector Troy. He's going for the 1-1-1 with Hellions to go and scout, harass, poke, see if anything can get done. Liberator first out of the starport, hoping to do kind of a multi-pronged attack with the Hellions and Liberator. Get some damage done. Worker-wise, things are even on either side. A Roach Warren has been thrown down before the lair, so I am guessing it will be Nidus, as Akon has yet to determine if it's mech. It's not looking like it's mech, as we continue to see marine production out of a reactor. That's a cool wall, and I haven't seen anyone wall off like this. This is a little dicey, I feel, as this would be easy, very easy to take out with banelings. And would hurt your production at the same time. So we'll see. Hellions and Reaper over here on the east side of the map, here on Turbo Cruise. And we got a few lings. Lair is 5/7 done. So we have a couple of evolution chambers. So it's not looking... With evolution chambers, I'm not imagining an all-in yet out of Akon. On creep, the Hellions are going to not be in a good spot, and one of them nearly gets taken out. The Lings are going to back on up for now, though, not wanting to dance this tango off of creep. We have a third CC. It's just starting here for Hector of Troy. Workers-wise, Hector of Troy has a slight advantage. Worker production has been cut here for Akon as the third base is done. We do have a nice surround. The Queen will go down, but the Lings are going to be able to get a surround on one of those Hellions to go down. And all that's here is actually going to get taken out. I don't know what happened to that Liberator as everything gets taken out. Did the Liberator die? Liberator died somehow, but I'm guessing at some point did get drone kills. Well, since they're not using Game Hard, I'm not always quite aware of this. The follow-up from Hector of Troy will be a rather late cloaked Banshee play. I don't know if that's going to do the trick. No Nidus out of Akon, which is sad. I was getting hyped up for some Nidus Worms, as he is known for that, but not looking like it right now. Looking for the 1/1 Roach speed, might get some Ravagers as well and go for a big Roach Ravager push. This is going to allow time for that Cloak and the Banshees to move on in. There is an Overlord here that has spotted the third CC, which is nice. Hector of Troy not really seeing the tech, didn't see the lair timing, not quite sure what Akon's going for. The Ravager production has begun. Oh, I forgot to have music on. That's a little awkward. Thought it was a little quiet. Double siege tank production. That's interesting. So it is going to be mech out of Akon, out of Hector of Troy. So Akon getting the correct read on things. Going to have his roaches ready, as well as Ravagers to help deal with this. It's going to be traditional mech with the heavy siege tanks with Hellion support. This is going to be. This could be countered possibly by getting swarm hosts. Or you can always go to that Hive Tech and get some Vipers and some Broodlords. Even go for some Ultralisks if your heart so desires. But the two armies are actually going to meet in the middle of the map. Both of them on the move command, but Akon realizes it first, and the Hellions are going to die real fast. 2 siege tanks are not going to be enough, and this is a huge force. Hector of Troy only at 17 army supply to the 62 of Akon, who is going solely into unit production. There's one tank, another one here to try and help defend, but the Roaches are on top of the bunker, and the repair is not going to be there. Legs actually slipped through on the lower depot. The one siege tank is going to go down. There's nothing here for Hector of Troy. He is so done diddly dead. That is so painful. That was just bad timing. The SCVs are going to run here into the main, but Hector of Troy, 78 army supply. He realizes he is dead. This all in from Akon's good. GG is called, and Akon's going to put Alpha X up 3-2. That was really nice. That was just bad timing. The production was just starting to ramp up for Hector of Troy, but he did not have the correct read on what Akon was going for. He did not have full saturation on 3 bases, had cut drone production for a bit, and was just going straight. And tons and tons of roaches going for a kind of not quite a 2 base all in, as he did get the third. But it was more of a hoax, if anything. Well done, GG. GG, we're going to go into game number 6, which is going to feature one of Alpha X's favorite players. We get the first raise on the D-low. Fucking haze through the back door. We get that first raise on the D-low. Can you guess who it is, guys? I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's Zeno! Zeno, 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 Zeno. In the appropriate yellow, of course. Okay, guys. Let's do this. In the bottom left of New Repugnancy, the yellow Protoss, the cannon apprentice himself. Give it up for the dinosaur Xenodactyl. One day I'll find out why he got that name. And in the top right, in the pink, the Zerg player from Team Lit. It's Broketail. Oh, is that their clan picture? That's super cool. Don't know why it's that, but it's super cool. And in Xeno fashion, there's the forge, there's the probe. And it's against a hatch first, so Xeno's feeling in good shape here. Let's see where he starts. He's going to send the probe up, see what's going on, sees that there is no gas or spawning pool, sees the worker count. The Overlord is here in position, but there comes the first cannon. The probe on patrol. Two drones, 3 are going to be pulled, and there's the cannon wall. This nice little alcove here is going to allow for lots of space. 3 drones are not going to be enough. No further response. No, Broketail actually has the money to drop a spawning pool, but hasn't yet. There he is. That's going to be super late, and the first cannon is on its way. Xeno doing a great job here. Is going to have that third pylon there. Ooh! A nice dodge there, and is now actually going to be able to get the gateway down, but the first probe dies. But guess what? Any good cannon rusher has a second probe. These drones know about it, though. The probe's going to make a dash for it. The 3 drones are actually just going to flee away into the ether and try and see what they can get done. Cannons are now dropping down on the high ground as this base has been cancelled, and this drone is going to flee as well. These drones are going to go down here to the southeast position and start building a hatchery down there. The follow-up out of Xeno is that gateway that he has in the natural. He's building a couple more cannons in the main of Broketail. However, with the number of drones that he has out here, a spine crawler that is going to die faster than a male ant after impregnating a queen ant. But these drones are ready. And spines are going to be dropped here by the hatchery itself. And Xeno's going to drop. Is that the cybernet? No, that's a second gateway. He's going to go for double gateway pressure. Fun fact, this does not completely wall off the ramp. The reason these unbuildable rocks are here is you can wall a bottom ramp off with about 2 pylons usually. So these are put there to prevent a very easy hard wall from happening. It takes more to hard wall off the top of a ramp than a bottom of a ramp. So this helps prevent people from doing that. Fun fact. The replacement natural expansion for Broketail is going to finish, and those drones are going to go to work. Get put to work. Roach Warren is now on the way, and Stalkers are now being chronoed out for Xenodactyl. A shield battery is here in the main base as well, but with these spine crawlers, this is going to be a pretty impenetrable position for Broketail. Xeno's not going to be able to do a whole lot of much without Void Rays or Immortals or something. Now the shield battery's out though, so Xeno's going to be able to start chipping away at these spine crawlers. This Stalker ain't going to die anytime soon. The Zealot's in a little bit of trouble, but the first spine crawler actually, just from the Zealot and Stalker, it's alone. A lot of damage is getting done. First few roaches are out though, so this is going to be able to help Broketail with the defense. First spine crawler goes down, some hull damage on that first Stalker, but the second shield battery is complete. A third one's going to be on the way. 3 Ravagers it is, but 3 Stalkers are here to help tango with them. Do a salsa. The first bile shots are going to come down here on the cannon, draining the shield battery energy very nicely. Another spine crawler is coming out. Supply blocked is Broketail. That's a huge supply block right now, 36, and he's been supply blocked for a while as well. 4 Stalkers are out now, and actually going to snipe the Overlord. Fortunately, Broketail built 2, so it isn't going to be continually supply blocked. These Ravagers are in a bit of a dicey spot, though. Third shield battery is done. Second Queen has joined the fray, but the first one's going to get taken out here. So Xeno continuing to pour on the pressure. 5 Stalkers, a 6th one out now. Back at home, Xeno has hard-walled himself in for the time being, and is a couple workers down. But that spine crawler moving forward is going to get sniped by these Stalkers, and that is so many Stalkers. They're going to start to chip away at the hatchery as there's nothing really here to defend it at the front. Back here at the natural expansion of Broketail, he does have good mining going on, but no units, just a spine crawler in the mineral line. But this base with all the tech and all the army, really, is in a dicey scenario. The Stalkers, there's so many of them now. There are a lot of roaches out here now, but the roaches are going to have to move into the fire of the cannons, and that's going to help these Stalkers live. This base is nearly dead, and these drones are going to have to run a gauntlet of 3 cannons and many, many Stalkers. The hatchery falls, and here come the drones. This is actually going to alert Xeno that there is a base somewhere, because if there wasn't another base expansion somewhere, those drones would have just stopped completely. Xeno is currently unaware of it, but should have gotten that tell. Robo is now going to be dropped, and Xeno's going to start to push forward at the remaining forces. Warp Gate is nearly halfway done at the 6-minute mark. Standard. Broketail is not broke quite yet, but is broke in terms of supply. One Overlord on the way, just doesn't have the larva to really be producing a lot of things. 3 now in production. This one's going to finish. Supply is slightly ahead for Broketail, but army, that is slightly an army. The drones might get sacrificed for the greater good of Char for the hive mind. But no, the Stalker production still continues to go. Warp Gate is under 10 seconds away from completing. The final Spinecrawler will fall. There's enough Stalkers here to engage this. They're going to nearly one-shot a Ravager. The Stalkers are going to come back. The Bile Shot's not going to land on anything. One Stalker, it's super low health. 3 hit points. This little group right here is not having a good time. A few Roaches and Ravagers are going to start to walk across the map to try and deal some counter damage. The Robo has completed for Xeno, but he has not begun any mortal production as he is microing these Stalkers' hearts out. He has expanded here to the natural base of Broketail, which has not had any problems. The Roach Warren will fall, as this group of units doesn't quite know what to do just yet, kind of waiting for something else. The counterattack here from Broketail is here. 1 cannon and a shield battery. I don't think we'll be able to hold. The Bile Shots will land, but the shield battery will be able to keep it alive for a little bit. A recall is immediately made by Xeno, which will give... he didn't recall everything, though. Actually, he might have just... I don't know. That is so many Stalkers he has out. 1 Stalker will get surrounded. I don't know what happened to the rest of this army. It might have just died. Might have gone for it. But this will be dealt with easily. GG, says Broketail, as he doesn't have much left. And Xeno's going to put Alpha X up 4-2, and that will technically be the win. But we still have Lord of Terrans who played a game, so we will still cast that to see. His game is a best of 3. As that is the Masters set. Alright. GG. Star Fox, he sees the cannons, but can he stop them? No. The correct answer is no. Can't. Okay. Follow some of our players in WCS qualifiers. Yeah. Okay, actually, guy. Okay, guys, I will be right back. Actually, I need a drink of water, so I feel like this is the right time to do it. So, be right back, as I'm feeling a little parched. 1 sec. Okay, guys. There is a new plan for tonight. So, originally, I was gonna go play hockey. But, due to some personal reasons, I am not able to do that tonight. So I will be, after this, I'll be stopping the stream to get like the right overlay and the 3-minute delay, and we'll be casting WCS. And I'll also restart my computer to hopefully solve whatever lag issues I'm having. So here we go. Let's get into it. Okay. Overlay. Okay. Here we go, folks. In the top left of King's Cove, the Orange Terran. From Alpha X, it's Terran Lord. And his opponent in the bottom right, in the blue. How in the world do I pronounce that? Well, we're gonna just go for it. In the bottom right of King's Cove, the blue probes from Lost in Translation, it's Ilmo. Ilamo, Ulamo, we all go around the mo. Okay, so here's the probe. Sneaky little probe coming out, but guess what? There was an even more sneaky SUV that went around and dodged him. It's gonna come around the outside. Ilamo is not gonna know what's coming. Probe's here, Reaper on the way. Probe's gonna see, okay, nothing shady, nothing danky. Just normal. SUV's gonna see the same thing. But what will happen? We have a few too many probes there, but that'll get fixed. Here for Ilamo. I actually went and grabbed my raspberry lemonade, guys. So good. So good. Expansions coming down for both players as things continue to shape up normally. So in the matchup of PvT, there are a few ways to play. Defensive style Protoss plays by sticking to his base, getting his tech, and building up just a bit of an army in his base, having his army split up nicely to defend against drops, and properly scouting either with observers or like a warp prism or just some units sent to counterattack, keeping an eye on the movements of the Terran. The Terran, to effectively play against a Protoss head on head, it's hard for a Terran to just punch through because of things like Zealots, Storm, Immortals, or even Colossus, even Disruptors sometimes, because of just the way a normal Terran bio army works. Even a mech army has trouble just punching through. It doesn't have that same punching power that a Protoss army has. However, a Terran has the ability to multi-prong because their units are good in packs, sending drops here and left and just pulling the Protoss apart. Protoss units are typically more slow, and since they're more expensive, there's usually less of them. So if a Terran can properly multitask and pull a Protoss apart, it's so hard for Protoss to deal with it and just gets picked apart slowly. Games typically aren't won in just one fell swoop. A little more tradey, I found in my games at least. Back to the game though, our first bit of mystery and intrigue is this Dark Shrine right here. Ooh, proxy Dark Shrine here in the corner. We did see the Reaper scouting along the edges here for proxies. Which is all good. Widow Mine drop is going to be oncoming here out of Terran Lord units. He only has 2 Widow Mines. So not a huge commitment of this, but the Dark Shrine's about to complete. We do have Warp Gate as well done. 2 gateways. This is lining up so beautifully. The Dark Shrine, the Warp Gate, and the gateways So there's going to be some DTs being warped in here in just a minute. No gases yet out of lLiTl, as he's going to be following this up with charge. We do have a Raven on the way, which is actually going to be super duper helpful if it can get out in time. I'm not too sure on the build time, but the first couple DTs are being warped in. lLiTl doesn't actually have that much gas because of the only 2 gases, so it's only going to be this little commitment. It's not going to be heavy. No detection. The Raven's about halfway done. Might need to use a scan. One DT is actually going to hang on back and delay things. And the DT's actually going to come in here and get some work done. 5, 6 SCV kills as the DT and the Natural is going to get taken out by these Marines. But nothing here quite yet. The Raven now is popped, so there's going to be easy detection. 8 SCVs going down is huge. SCV production has stopped. Oh! That was cool! The turret actually blocked the DT from being able to get to the SCVs and was able to take out the Dark Templar. Sick 400 IQ plays out of Terran Lord here. Alrighty, so that second DT is actually going to scamper on home here and just chill with the army. That's actually nice. lLiTl, normally what a lot of players do, they'll just sack the DT, get as many kills as they can, whatever, done. But lLiTl decided to pull him away, saying, you know what, I've done enough damage. That's a super cool play. I respect that. I respect that. Probe transfer coming on over for lLiTl. As more gateways and pylons are coming on down, as well as a Templar Archives. Now, Templar Archives is usually a bit better to get for Archons over a Dark Shrine, just because overall it's cheaper. Yeah, you pay 25 extra gas, but in a composition where you're getting Templar, you tend to want to have more Zealots along with it. And since High Templar are only 50 minerals as opposed to 125 of Dark Templar, you can use that money that you save on minerals. The Widowmine drop actually getting 3 workers dead. I don't know where the second Widowmine went. Thought there was 2. Okay, whatever. Sorry guys, missed that. Wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah, it's a bit better to go for the High Templar, so you can also get plenty of Zealots as well. High Templar are now out getting ready to charge energy. Storm actually hasn't started out of lLiTl, which is a bit of a mistake. Should have started that earlier. And so yeah, there he's going to start it. Want to get that as fast as possible, as Terran production can ramp up to a scary height if the Terran knows what they're doing, which Terran Lord usually does. He is a good player. He's getting his 3rd and 4th barracks right now. And it's going to be ramping up that power of Terran. No, as I say, no 3rd CC yet. Actually, it is just landed on location. It's going to be turning into an orbital. As this pylon is going to get spotted and taken out immediately. lLiTl nearly getting supply blocked, but the pylons he was building will prevent that. The Protoss army now is getting ready to move out. Storm is nearly complete, but so is Stim. So this army is a little bit small right now. lLiTl is building a Warp Prism to try and help deal with this. There is an Archon that was made from those Dark Templar. Dark Templar kind of lose their value even if they have Blink. Archons are just a lot more tanky. You're going to be able to deal with this. That is 4 siege tanks though. And this Protoss army is going to want to be careful. The Marines are here also to mow down the Zealots. The Storms are coming on in and all over the Bio. The Bio doesn't move out of the way. Storms landing on everything. The tanks are able to kill nearly everything else. And the 2 remaining Marines are going to try and get these High Templar. Can he get one? Yes, he does get one right before the recall goes down. Storm trying to deal with it. But oh my gosh, all the Bio is gone. But an even trade-ish here. Worker advantage is in favor of lLiTl. Currently, as he's now going for a 4th base. But mules are good units. The follow-up attack is here, and that is a lot of High Templar. 7 High Templar. That is so many storms. That is going to be really difficult for Terran Lord to deal with, as he only has 10 Marines right now. Money-wise, he is doing just fine. Income advantage is in favor of lLiTl, but I don't know why those barracks were told to go and build these a long time ago. Probably a misclick. That's really unfortunate. That's really going to hamper the production here. Feedback's coming down on these medevacs. This one within 4 hit points of its life. Yeesh. Going on here. Scan comes down to try and see if there are any observers about to spot the army, but that's his own army. Hehehe. So now Terran Lord's just going to chill on here. I think he needs to be sending out a drop of some kind. Has built Widow Mines to help deal with the amount of zealots and has transitioned into Liberator production. Double Liberator production is building 8 Marines at a time. And here we go. An observer going to move on forward to try and spot things over here. Protoss army is positioning itself nicely to try and deal with this. A Liberator's going to spot things as he goes to harass. Might want to pull that back to try and help deal with this. The Protoss army is moving straight into the natural. The Terran army is a bit out of position defending the 3rd base. A scan goes down. A storm goes down over a couple of things. Nice storm in this choke. The Marines are not going to want to try and go down there. A Liberator's going to start to forcing the Zealots ravaging through the SCVs here in the mineral line. A storm does go down on the Liberator as well as the Stalkers dealing with it. Another storm going on top of the Bio army. Oh, that's a horrible choke. This Terran army is in a dire scenario. Colossus is out. The siege tanks aren't really able to get much damage done until the Bio's mostly dead. The Protoss army moving forward. The Stalker's going to blink into this tank fire. And the Widow Mines are going to help clean this up. But 27 workers have gone down over this last time. Holy moly macaroni. Alrighty, this has all been taken out. The command center was not saved, actually. The Zealots were able to take it out. That's been unfortunate for Terran Lord, as he is now down 70 supply in work combined between the workers and armies. That supply depot is going to die, sadly, yes. And it won't live. So Terran Lord in a bit of a dicey scenario here. As lLiTl is going to be going and getting his 5th base. And continuing just to warp in with the power of Protoss. Currently having only 8 warp gates. Getting more though, adding on 3 to it. Building some Immortals after having Colossus. Storm's landing on top of the remainder of the army. SUVs pulled. GG is called. And lLiTl is going to take game number 1. Star Fox, you better start cannon rushing. I'll be really sad if you don't. Okay, guys. Awesome, thanks Kozan, who is also streaming WCS Challenger. By the way, Sushi, do you want me to be streaming it on the Alpha X channel? Because I did get approved to personally stream the qualifiers, but I've been working so I haven't had time. I'm totally cool to stream them on our channel if you would like. Let me know in the chat, Sushi Mushi Kagushi. But let's get into this last CTL game, guys. In the top right, of New Repugnancy in the orange, it's Mr. Terran Lord. And from Lost in Translation, the blue Protoss, hailing from some country unknown to me, it's lLiTl. Hold on, guys. Just had to cough. Alright, so she sounds good. I will gladly do it. It will be a party and a half. Will I use... I guess... Will I do this? Will I use, like our Alpha X in-game bar and stuff, or will I have to... Will I leave that out? Probe scouting the main base here, seeing that... So, Star Fox, the way it works for CTL is, the Platinum and Diamond players all play each other once. And so... Yeah, and like Sushi said, Masters is a best of 3, so it only counts as 1 point towards the whole, the total in the best of 7. But who wins the actual point towards the team for the Masters players? They play best of 3 to decide. The rest of us, though, the rest of us noobs play a best of 1. So lLiTl, we're gonna see lLiTl had a successful DT rush, or DT harass, not rush, harass in game number 1. We'll see how Terran Lord decides to respond. Oh yeah, more MMR, more MMR, more problems. But you have the more potential to win money. We actually already have shenanigans out of lLiTl as we have a proxy pylon right here. Are we going for something like a 4 or 5 gate? Oh, whoops, I forgot to switch to overlay, guys. I'm so sorry. There we go. Right. So it will be a proxied robo. So it's looking like maybe it'll be a 3 gate. How many gateways do we have on this side of the map? Just 1 so far. We'll see how many gateways lLiTl follows this up with, as that will be the real kicker. Double robo. Whoa. Hi Romsley, how's it going, my man? Yeah, he's an officer in Alpha X. He's a pretty cool guy. I like him. He's known for wanting to ban everyone for anything, even smiling. With great MMR comes great responsibility. So true, Star Fox. That's why I don't want to get too high of an MMR, Kappa. So it'll be a warp prism first. So there's a double robo. Is this going to be disruptors or something? Is it a mortal push? What is it? What's it going to be? I don't know. So it's looking okay. It's going to be immortal. 2 gateway follow up. Here it is. So it's going to be double robo into triple gateway. The scan from Terran Lord is going to see... It's not going to see that gateway. It's just going to see normal stuff. The Widowmine drop's happening. The first Widowmine's going to get 1. Is there only 1 Widowmine? Where's the second one? Oh, it's at home. Oh, that Widowmine literally just walked across the map and landed in there. But here come the first immortal attack with 3 stalkers and a sentry. First 2 things are buildings being produced are immediately going to get canceled. Force field comes down on the ramp. That is actually so freaking huge. The warp prism is here now, ready to provide reinforcements. As 2 immortals are being produced at a time, the SCVs are pulled. The force field ends and everything's ready to jump on here. This is not going to be able to deal with this many units. Oh my gosh, they're not going to be able to use the mineral trick here at this angle. But the low ground is used heavily to advantage. A nice interference matrix onto the warp prism, but unfortunately there's only a stalker in there, not immortals. The SCVs are going to have to dip and dodge on out of there as 11 have gone down. But there's not enough units here out of Terran Lord to help deal with this. There's a handful of Marines. This push is going to do wonders. Here comes the siege tank is out. This is little too late. There are 3 immortals out on the map, and SCVs are going to be dropping faster than skydivers out of a plane. GG is called, well played, and Terran Lord's gonna lose his best of 3. But that's okay. Alright guys, I'm going to stop this stream, reset things a little bit. and start to follow our players. Bear with me here. I will be right back. Thanks for watching. Stay on the channel. We'll be starting up here in a few minutes.